morning, everyone. How is everybody doing this Saturday morning? Hope everyone is doing well. I am doing great this morning. Morning, Mr. Bill Honeycutt, stuck in traffic. Mr. TC, Mr. Nick, Mr. B Shady, and I think last but not least, Mr. Michael. Morning, sirs. Hope y'all are doing great. Oh, and Robin. Got Robin. Morning, Mr. Robin. So, how was y'all's Friday? Anything exciting happen? Boring? Mine was uneventful. I am feeling better, so that's always a plus. Whoa. We got something way messed up. We're seeing green and all kinds of stuff. Looks like the camera got hit. So in my front pocket last night, I carried one that I didn't give enough pocket time to. My Isotope Mini. I think I carried it one night, and then it went in the case with the other integrals. So I decided to pull it out, carry it, see how I like it. I like it. That's some great acoustics. Integrals seem to have good noise because they're solid and the backspacer doesn't let out the sound, so it kind of like echoes out the front. What are you talking about, Michael? I have no idea what you're talking about, but no, axe has not been out. And then in my back pocket, I had the old standard. Still no blade play. Still not failing. It failed once. Went to see a new play that Keanu was doing in NYC. Oh no, I said I'm feeling better. I don't know what I said. Who knows what I said? I'm just talking. But the axe has not been out. So it was the first night in a long time I haven't carried this thing. But man, this thing is so nice. I still love it. And I didn't get enough time spent with this one yet, so it should have gone in my back pocket last night, but I just can't get rid of that stupid OTF. Not an OTF fan at all. But I am a knife fan, and if it works like a knife, yeah, I don't know what I said, Michael. There's no telling. If I said something stupid, just run with it. So I did a thing last night at work. I got this down to about the size it will be now. I got the belt loop glued and sewn on. I've got to burnish the edges of it, make them smoother and shiny. And I've got to finish this edge a little bit and then burnish it. Then I got to put my stitches in along this line. So I've got the line where the stitches are going to go, right around there. but I have not put them in yet. But I could wear it the way it is. So I guess it's a functioning sheath. And I want to wait to finish this edge until I get it sewn together so that it will so it'll be tight in case the belt sander like wants to rip it apart. But it's pretty good, solid. I got good retention. I can shake it upside down, and I'm not squeezing, I promise. So yeah, I'm happy with that for now. Thank you, Shady. Thanks, Mike. I know, I appreciate when y'all say it looks good, but really I'm just showing it to y'all just to show you what I got done. I'm never like fishing for compliments. I know it's hard to like show something and not get compliments from nice guys, so I do appreciate the compliments, but I wasn't looking for them. Thanks, TC. Yeah, I got the front is all sealed up nice up here. I've just got to burnish it. So I got a burnishing tool, and all it is a piece of wood that you use, and as you rub it on here, it'll smooth out and darken up the leather and make it real slick. And all you can already see how it's turning this section a lot darker than that front up there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. But this is all you do to burnish one. And they make burnishing wheels too, and you can use different parts of it to get different areas, and the little round part will help smooth out the fibers. I don't know if y'all can tell, but that's darker than that up there. It already started getting darker. Called burnishing leather. You know, you can burnish anything, but I got this little burnishing tool that they make specifically for leather. And if you had ebony, nice hard wood, you could make one of these yourself. But I'm going to wait to do this until I get this sanded. It's still got some of the black marks where I put Sharpie on it. So I got to fix that up a little bit. But anyway, that is that. We can move on to new topics with modding. Yeah, that's what I said, Michael. It's hard to show stuff you've done in front of good people without getting compliments, because good people will give them to you. Yes, I probably will wet form it a little bit, but I want to get it sewn first. And I'll get it to where this part, you know, pushes down around there. And when I sew, I've already felt it's going to have even better retention once I get that line sewn in. But I probably will do a little wet forming, mister. Yeah, I always try to, you know, give people compliments when I see they're showing me something they've worked on or something they've done. Makes you feel good. It's like feel good feeling that we all need more of. Not enough of that in this world anymore. So, what are we going to discuss today? Oh, I've been meaning to show y'all. I got one of my old school watches on the last few days. One of my old Seikos. Old Seiko Auto. And it's got a weird date wheel that I got to figure out how to work it, because it's got two languages. I think every day I've got to like go through and switch it, but I shouldn't have to. I don't know. It might not be working right. Who knows? I don't even know how to find one Saturday. Oh, there it is. Does that say Saturday now? Got to use the camera because of my old man eyes. Yeah, it says Saturday. I don't know why it doesn't. Why it goes to the other language, but weird. I did use my leather kit last night. Oh, and I bought 3 things that are useless. And I can see why that guy uses that one that he the one that he suggested. So don't skimp if you ever buy these. These are leather pattern tools. And this one is the basket weave pattern. And they all stink. I don't care how hard you hit it. It does not leave a good impression. They're not sharp. So that guy recommended one, and I did add it to cart. But I was like, let me try these out because they're cheaper. Blah, blah, blah. And cheaper is not better, I can tell you. And I don't care if you hit it with an old Big Stanley or you hit it with the little one that I've been using. This thing's pretty good to use around the desk if you need to hammer something. I can get it, but it just does not leave a good pattern. And I had it on very hard surface. I was trying to find the piece that I put the pattern in. Yeah. You can see it. I was trying the little basket weave. It just does not go deep enough. Maybe this leather, maybe the leather is too thick. Well, they're definitely not fake. They're just cheap. They're real. They all look like this. The one he suggested in that video, or the one he used in that video, was one like this. It's just, I think it was a little bigger. I did wet it, but I didn't get it soaking wet, TC, so I probably need to do that. I'm going to give them one more chance. I am going to soak, but I didn't want to. This is my first sheath. I could have gone all out and put some marks on it, but I just kind of wanted to get it done. Tired. It's been 9 weeks or 10 weeks. But I will soak some leather and give it another chance before I send them back. I don't know what real ones are, mister. Guess you mean expensive ones? Leather pattern stamps. Because they're all the same. I got this 3-piece set, but they all look pretty much the same, unless you get the pro ones. So the one dude used, let's see. Yeah, the one he used was a, let's see. Japan Select was the name of the brand. Japan Select. And it looks pretty close to the same as I got. But I want to be able to make that pattern. That looks pretty cool. Nick, no, they always sell good parts on Amazon if you just know how to find them. If you know what they're like, the X501 here in Japanese. This one charges $5 delivery too. Pro Leather Carver. Yeah, I bet he's got some nice tools in here. Yeah, Japan Leather Stamping Tools. So these are like $30 a piece. But man, you can do some crazy patterns. I guess if they got real numbers on them, that's a good start. Well, I take that back because the ones I got have numbers on them. It's just like the file I got. You can get good files off of Amazon too. I got but you can also get cheap ones. Like, let's see, checkering. Let me see if I can show the difference. So if you type in checkering file, okay, they're all pretty expensive. Never mind. I thought there was going to be a $10 one. So yeah, I guess they're all expensive. Never mind. But you can get different brands. Actually, yeah, they're all like 30 bucks or above for the good ones. But Grobit seems to be a good file maker. Let's see. Or is that a... Yeah, needle file, 75 bucks. Yeah, the one I got, I thought, you know, it is what it is. I thought there'd be some cheap ones, but evidently there's not. All right. I don't know if he said that about the pattern. I wonder if he said anything about water.
Amazon, and I will put an affiliate stamp that I was using. It has in the middle. I'm getting in the corners, and then I'll be using the distance from the edge of the sheath that I'll be doing my tooling. This will be about twice the distance from my stitch line.
Wow.
Around a half of an inch.
It's cool to see somebody who knows what they're doing, because I was fumbling around all crazy.
To make it a little bit deeper.
To see him draw all that out that quick and get it all perfect. And
we're going to be using 3 different stamps in the tooling process here. I'm going to be using this seed stamp, or cedar I guess, in the corners, and then I'll be using a camouflage stamp along the entire border. This camouflage stamp is probably about 25 years old, and it is just a standard Tandy $7 camouflage stamp. But it gets the job done very nicely.
yeah, he didn't say anything about wetting it.
Border camouflaged first, and I'm very impressed with the quality of this stamp. I got it off of Amazon, and I will put an affiliate.
Yeah, that's the one.
Description below if you want to pick one.
That's the basket
basically
weaving
you
one.
Follow that line down, alternating to the right and the left of the line, and then you.
I wondered how you lined it up. So you put it in the last one you just did.
So you have the entire area filled. I am pretty new to leather tooling, so this took me a very long time. I was actually quite surprised at how long this process took. But here's a close-up shot of the finished product from kind of an angled view there, so you can see how deep the stamp was.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I definitely want to try something like that on
this process took.
My next
but here's a close-up shot
project.
of the finished product from kind of an angled view there, so you can see how deep the stamp was. After we get our tooling done, we will use a heat gun, or if you have a hair dryer, that would work just as well, to dry off the entire sheath.
Okay.
We'll then apply some oil
There we go.
to the places that
So that lets you know it was wet. That makes sense. Good morning, Cliff. All right. What knives are we going to look at today? I thought we would go pop over to Blade HQ and see what they got new today. Until y'all gave me something to look at. What is this Raven? Titaner Raven. Anybody know about this brand? What's going on with the flipper tab on it? Why does it look so funny? And does it hold, I guess it holds razor blades? Yeah, that marble, that cutting, I got something I can use for that, but anybody know about this knife? What is this thing? It says utility, so it definitely holds utility blades. I guess those are those you have to buy. Is that a standard blade? CKB2. Alright, I didn't know. Alright, so it is a standard. But they're $23 for a 2-pack. From Japan. Synchronicity. Yeah, those are the good ones of those, too. Alright, Robin, I'll check out that link. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we went to his page just 2 days ago. We were looking all around his page. But yeah, we can watch this one. Oh wow. That's a heck of a sound. What in the world? How did he make that happen? Yeah, that's pretty wild. I don't know how he made that happen. But yeah, this Raven. What do y'all think of that thing? What's the size on it? 6.7 overall. That thing's pretty cool, actually. I don't mind the weird flipper tab since it's a utility knife. I got a retractable mini. Yeah, that's kind of cool. What else we got here? I got one of these without that smash written on it. It's the Joker edition instead of the Hulk edition. Scallywag Tactical. I actually kind of like the look of that for a budget knife. Huh. That's a weird thing. That's like a... That's an Amazon company that went to Blade HQ. Spring assisted. Who makes those things? I mean, Scallywag Tactical, I guess, but... It says China. Weird. It's a little knife, too. It's also assisted, which I hate. Anybody heard of Scallywag Tactical? Doesn't look like we're going to have too many new knives here. What do y'all... Yeah, I meant to ask y'all what y'all think about the Sparrow. Does anybody have one of those? From the REK guy? Man, I'll tell you what. They're all ugly. There's not a... That middle, man. That one, I wish the plain one didn't have... Why does it look like a front doormat at somebody's house? Like... Why did they use the front doormat pattern on the titanium one? And we got the black tie affair. Yeah, I have Cliff. Sorry, Cliff. I don't know why I said Cliff. Yeah, I mentioned it on the stream that they had a pro model with the little bit driver in it that was longer. Because we were looking for long utility knives that day, and I mentioned that one would probably be longer with the little utility blade. I'd like to know how the Sparrow is from Mr. Reblades himself. And remind me to right click and open a new window every time I look at a new knife here, because you got to go back forever. What's up with these Spydercos? You get both of them? And it's a combo? Wait a minute. Why? So that's M390? Oh, okay. You get one. Weird. That's the M390 one. A weird combo. I mean, I guess not totally weird, but I just didn't know they were selling combos now. 2 for the price of 1 plus the dollar. 2 for the price of 1 plus the dollar. Alright. Yeah, the Native 5. Comfortable little knife. Alright, what else we got? Some new drop of some XOMs. Not a bad looking pattern on it, at least. At least all knives aren't ugly. I had a big version of that. It was a clone that I ended up selling. I don't know, gravity knives are cool and all. I like the Remet. What is it? The swordfish. And it makes a really good sound. Yep, we're back to the beef. Where's the beef? There's the beef. Well, they got a bunch of models of it, as well as some other replacement blades. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, you can buy replacement blades. That's pretty cool. MDC, thank you for joining, sir, ma'am, person. Yeah, that's pretty cool that they're selling replacement blades in S90V. Not long ago, that would have been considered super steel. Replacement thumb studs. Any of y'all thought about getting one of those? Wait, so you can get the whole... Oh, okay. So you can get the $60 knife with the 14C blade. Yeah, and then swap the S90V blade in for 79 bucks. That's pretty cool. WDD, good morning, sir. Where's your buddy? Where's your fellow Islander? He hadn't popped in this morning. I don't think, unless I missed him. All right, so I guess nobody's thought about getting that knife. Nobody's answering me. We will go back, see if there's anything else that looks exciting before we move on to another site. Look at some new stuff. Arcade lights. $172 Shaman. What blade steel? Oh, it's a Shaman lightweight. BD1N. MDC, yes sir, I've got one. Would you like to see it? I've got the Ecri and the Acri. You give me a reason to pull a knife out, and I'll take it. Let me get a couple of tools out of this bag I got over here before I close it up and let me unpack my bag. Yeah, I've got one. Let me show it to you. See if it's something you might fancy. Now I gotta think where all my Migarons are. They in my Kaiser? Yeah. Alright. Might as well do a Migaron show today. Haven't done one of those in a little while. Let me throw some knives out of the way so I don't make a mess. Huh, that's funny. Because I don't want to bring the whole case over here, so we're just going to throw them out here. I think, nope. I think that is it as far as my non-giant ones. But let me make sure. Yeah. So if we're not talking giant knives, all right, so the Ecri and the Acri. I think the Ecri is the larger one, if I remember. I think I remember the A comes before E. So the Acri is the small one and the Ecri is the larger one. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's backwards, but I think I'm right. So the thing I like about whichever one this is, the smaller one of the Ecri or Acri, I think it's the Acri. I like it a little better because you can use the fuller to flick off of pretty easily, and the front flipper sticks out and makes it super easy. So I think this is the Acri. And this is the Archery. The Archery, front flipper only, but Megaron does great front flippers. But you got these two, and then you got the big daddy of them all. You got the Miro front flipper. Are we talking about whittling? And the Miro is awesome because it's got that Vero looking marrow. A lot of people do a front flipper delete on this knife because of how good the little cutout works to reverse flick it. But Megaron does front flippers nice. This one is another one. This is the Gladiator. It's one of their bigger ones. It has thumb studs too, and you can reverse flick it. But as far as these three, the Miro, the Archery, and the Archery, there's all three of them. Why can't move down here? What's going on with the camera? Let me zoom out one zoom. Diamond Willow. Can I go out one more? Yep, I can. Nope, I can't. Gonna zoom in one. That should be good right there. All right. So now you can see them all. This is one of my favorite little budget Megarons that I got not long ago. Super comfortable knife. I think it's like 30 bucks. And you can't beat this knife for 30 bucks. Got a few different ones. If you had any questions about any of them, I thought I'd just bust them all out. The Vane is an awesome knife. A lot of people consider it their favorite crossbar lock knife. It feels along the same quality as a Kaiser crossbar. But it doesn't, the spring, I wish the spring was a little stronger. But it's pretty smooth. And then the Mojarl is like a tried and true, and it's got that real nice finger choil up there. Super comfortable knife. This one did so good for them, you know, they started making budget versions of it. I've actually got one of those, but I don't know where it's at. I don't keep it with my other nice Megarons. This is the Kvog. It's got a weird shaped blade. And then this is the Prayer 2. So we're going to talk about whittling, huh? Y'all want to look up some whittling? And this is the Gleer and the Gladiator. And then I keep my big Megarons over here to the side because they don't fit in the hard cases. They would, but morning, Gonzo. This is the Prayer 1. So this is the 1. And this is the 2 right here beside it. And I don't know why it's so different in shape and size and all that from a 1 and a 2. Yeah, I bet. Well, I don't know. You probably stay pretty busy, but I bet there's times during the big winters when you can do a lot of whittling and carving. So this is the Arma. And this is the Arma XL, which is pretty dang big overbuilt knife. Good old Mora. Gotta love Mora. That's one of my first ones I started with. And then we got the Get On, which is another big hoss of a knife. Big boy. And then last but not least, we got the Omega, which is a stupid big knife. And looks a lot like the... Yeah, that's pretty cool, Gonzo. Our laws passed down here not long ago where we don't have to have that class anymore. We got constitutional carry. But that was a big business for a while. Big old knife. Yeah, but if you, I don't know if you had a question, you kind of stopped talking about the Eckery and Ackery when I brought them out. And did I get that right? Is the Eckery the small one? I mean the big one, and the Ackery the small one? The Ackery, they have budget Ackerys too. But the Ackery is the big one. I got them right. The Ackery is the big, no, I got them backwards. Dang it. So yeah, you should have told me when you were after the Ackery. Yep. All right, so now I got to remember that it's backwards from what I think. The small one is the A. No. The small one is the E. The large one is the A. All right. Large one is the A. This is the Ackery. So yes, I like the Eckery better than the Ackery. Because it has that, not quite a, it's not a fuller, but has a cutout. Yeah, great. It's a little knife, but I've got big hands and I can still get 4 fingers on it, and you can choke up on it here. Yeah, I always get those two confused, as you can see. All right, what did we just show pictures of? Oh, maybe he sent it in a private something. Pocket checks. Last night, that's Mitchell. Aaron's got some nice knives. Every time Aaron posts a knife on the Discord, it's a nice one. Yeah, I carried those 2 last night. Good concept Tucson combo. More Tucsons. More Cold Steels. Golly. Steve L. I like that MSI. That's a cool looking knife, man. Want to sell it? Oh, I got it. I'll bring up Cliff's if I can find it. Are we friend on Instagram? Uh, we are not friends, but I got it. I got it, Robin. Already there, I believe. Got an antler on it. I'm not sure if that's the same one you were picking. Let's see if we got some more pick. Oh, nope. First snow of 2025. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What a good old seatbelt cutter knife. I've got the top one and the bottom one, I believe. Tucson. Tucson keeps popping in. There's Mr. Cliff. Holding up a pretty fish. There he is. For some reason, I pictured you as as a little older than you are, or you just aged well. It's kind of weird what you think. Someone just from chatting with them in a chat, kind of you get a idea of who they are without ever seeing them. I don't guess you look too totally different from what I pictured, but you just look a little younger. I guess coming across as older and mature. I just always think of anybody in Alaska that's living off the land is gray haired. Dalton? Hello there. All right, so what else we got here? Shaman lightweight. I think we're about done. Advanced knife bro. Stump fish. Some of these names getting pretty wild on the knife companies. Yeah, you look good for your age, Mr. Cliff. Reich knife slip joint. Let's go to one more page. Yep, this is where we were last time. I do believe, yep, with all the microtext. Alright, so we did Blade HQ. Let's go to Knife Center. See what their new folders are. Model 3 Auto. I didn't even know that was a thing. Where's Mr. Knives Are Live to keep us up on our American Blade Works? Dalton? What's going on with you this morning, buddy? Work Nissan spell day. Love you. Alrighty. Translation. Anybody have one of these yet? I've been wanting to get a 1 and a 2 for a while now. Now the 3's out. Might as well just give up. I think the translation is you're working at Nissan and you have to talk to your phone to talk to chat. And you're not doing so well. Boker Plus, the Dace. That's a pretty good looking knife for 80 bucks. It's aluminum. Liner lock. How big is it? 7 inches, 2.9 inch blade. Yeah, Boker's been trying to do their thing here recently. They've been releasing quite a few knives. Little Grand slip joint from Jonathan Styles. Gotta love that. Good old M390. Be shady. You know, I'm into my clones, you know, but I love my little. I don't know if it's well, hold on. Talking in circles. Give me just a second. I don't remember which one this is, but is this a Runt 5? Hold on. I'm really impressed. What I was starting to say is I'm really impressed with all my ProTech clones. So and I've got a real ProTech, and it feels solid too, but I think this is a Runt 5. But it's not a slip joint. So is it a Runt 4? Or is this a Runt 5? I don't know what it is, but it's little and it feels good. And when you said you had a Runt 5 the other day, it made me think of this knife and made me wonder if it was the same knife. Yeah, they feel pretty good, don't they, Robin? Oh, okay. But is this I guess this is a Runt 5, Robin says. I know they just released some new ones, maybe some different colorways. Oh, wait. I lied to y'all earlier. I said I sold my 4-inch clone, but I guess I kept it. So here's the 4-inch version of, which is weird, in D2 blade steel. So yeah, that's something. Yeah, I got a Whiskers. Oh, the ABL Auto. Yeah, those are two different size knives though. Love you too, Dalton. I think your phone is messed up this morning, buddy. This thing's big, though. I don't even know if they make a 4-inch. Do they make a 4-inch XOM? I could have sworn I sold that one. That shows you how little I go into this auto bag over here. I just don't like autos for some reason. And I haven't liked OTFs until this one I got. But yeah, I'm really impressed with all these. The whiskers, fake Protect feels really good. The whatever this is feels really good. It's a TR5, TR. I don't know what this one is. I can't remember. But as far as cheap clone autos go, Protect, yeah. You can tell, I don't know, it always speaks well of the original knives when the clone company can get it for even a cheap version of it. It still feels good and solid, because that means the original design was good and solid. And then this is probably my favorite, the Strider collab. I don't remember what this one's called either. But this one feels great. And it's got that little forward choil. It feels great. But yeah, I guess it says something about the company Protect when all these little cheap ones feel solid too. And this whiskers is cool. It's a cool knife to hand to somebody and ask them to open it, because they'll be pulling on the blade and like looking for buttons and pushing on the clip and pushing on the pivot. Most guys just give up. Yeah, Protect does their thing. Yeah, I've always had both, B Shady. But I'm not in the pew pew world nearly like I am the knife world. They don't only get used for what they're meant for. Knives, I don't know, they're a little different. Maybe that's the South in me. Hold on just a second, guys. I'm putting up knives. Do any of y'all have any of those old school switchblades, or the weird kind from I guess Italy? Any of y'all have like any of the old school stiletto? I forgot how to close this one. You gotta rotate one of these things somewhere. There we go. That's one of those weird AKC. And then this is one of those weird ones too. Have y'all seen or had one of these? Okay. What a weird knife. This one fires right out though. What is this one? Build to Shiva, AKC. These knives are weird. Both of these. All right. What are y'all talking about? What do y'all want to look at? I think I've got like 37 Ketuos, so it's nowhere close to the 800. All right, go back here for a minute, see what's going on new. Christmas edition. Yep, I still got to get one of these too. Since I just got the Drop Bear 2 utility. Anybody checked out one of those? All right, I guess I'm just talking to myself at this point. Huh. Well, I guess nobody else wants to talk knives this morning, so let's see. Yeah. All right. I hear you. I mean, no, if y'all want to talk, if we want to sit here and just talk about stuff, we can. Like, yeah, that Defiant, I thought Pete would like it, but he doesn't seem to like it. Yeah, I liked it, and I don't normally like blades like that, so. But it's an auto again. Yeah, we can talk both, but when I don't get any kind of feedback on what I'm looking at, and y'all are just talking amongst yourselves, it makes me just want to stop and talk with y'all. Not a big deal. I'm not like mad. I just want to be part. Yeah, that one was kind of pricey, TC. Guess you're paying for that blade work. I don't even know what I did with the bag for these knives. Oh. The Homer Zoo. I thought you had a Santa knife, TC. Didn't you just post one a few days ago? You posted, so you got a bunch of Christmas knives. I don't have any Christmas knives. I should get one. I kind of like that Militol Christmas. What kind of Santa knife do you want, TC? Which one? This one? It's the K-Vog. Who were you asking? I thought you were asking somebody else what their most unique knife was, Gonzo. This is the K-Vog. If you're asking me what my most unique knife is, I have no idea. I thought you were asking Cliff or somebody. I don't know. I couldn't keep up in the chat. This is the K-Vog. This one is something else. I don't remember what this one's called. This one has great action though. Yeah, the K-Vog. K-A-V-O-G. You got the blue O knife. Oh, you got one of these? Is that what you're talking about, William? Yeah, these are weird though, these AKC. It comes out pretty quick, but the lock doesn't lock all the way sometimes. I guess I need to tune this one better. And I just don't trust these locks either. I mean, I know they're supposed to be good and all, but yeah, these two or these two. Oh, this one's something else. This is a 30. I can't even remember what that one's called. Oh, the curved knife. The site we were looking at. Curved. I don't. Oh, this one? I'm guessing you mean this one. That's a pretty unique knife. Yes, TC, you can. That's what I was talking about. Why I like it better. Yeah, you can flick off of it. Well, I said you can, and then I missed. It's not the easiest, but I've got fat fingers too. Oh yeah, I saw it. It popped out. And that's their X series. I've still got to get a couple of their X series knives. That one that they do all the milling on the titanium handles. Can't think what it's called. It's got two different parts titanium. Takes them like 4 hours to mill. I want one of those, which is the X series. And I guess they're going to be coming out with some more X series. Justin Lundquist. All right. I like Justin. Looks like they got 3 different versions. Now I can't remember what that stupid Migron name is. And it's not going to load up, of course. It is the Vacor. No, yep, it is the Vacor, but no, it's the Norsa. That one I got is the Norsa. Great little yeah, that's what this one is. Great little crossbar lock knife though for $30. Aluminum. Is this an OT? These? No. They're frame lock front flippers. I want to see what they look like closed, especially that one. All right, we got to go look at this one elsewhere. Premium Feist 2 frame lock. Right here. Nope. Yep. All right, so it's a front flipper. So what do we got? All right. Pretty good front flipper. So they got why did it only show? Do they have all the models on here? Yes, they do. Oh, that didn't show nothing. I've got a Feist, don't I? The original? I think I do. But why is it not showing the 2s? Aha, there we go. So there's that one. Let's go look at what it looks like. Closed. Got the same nice little front flipper. Yeah, so now I'm wondering about my my original Feist. I gotta put all these back up anyway. Let me if I close them all, I might can reach them from where my case is over here. Kind of want to put them back in the order I had them, because I had all the milled ones kind of lined up. Whoops. I had these 3 lined up. And I had this one over here with this one. All right, hold on just a second, guys. I apologize. But I can reach over here. Maybe. Archery, vein, arrow. All right, isn't this the Feist? I think this is the Feist, isn't it? Audioitis, good morning, sir. Yeah, I guess this is the Feist. see. Yes. Feist. So it's the new version of this. Man, I'll tell you what, this is one of the smoothest knives I own. It's got such a light blade, but man, it just feels smooth. Some knives just feel ultra glassy smooth. And this is one of them. But that's about the size it would be, I'm guessing. 3.5 finger for me, a little over 3. Yes, Sever 7, I should. This would make the cut right here for sure. And pretty wild, but the action on it is just, and I know it's not just me because other people have said something about it, but for $75 you can't beat this titanium knife right here. Only thing I said about it is the VG10. I don't know how the heat treat is on it, but if the heat treat works out to be okay, then it should be great. This one right here is something special about this, how smooth it is. Let me see it lengthwise if the two is pretty much the same. 6 between 6.3 and 6.4 total. Let's see. It does not say. Oh yeah, 6.5. So it's a little longer, but it does look a lot like it. It's just got holes in it. Well, the ends of it, the first Feist is very round everywhere. Both ends. So he did some like little flaring on the ends and put some jimping on there. Huh. And then the other versions, like this. Yep, and they all got holes in them because, you know, got to put holes in stuff now. All right, let's see. Go back here. Scroll down a little bit more. The Vector. What's your Vector, Victor? Yeah, it's a Kaiser Feist. And they make it's a gentleman's knife. It's not a everyday, you know, it's one of the ones when you go out to have cigars and drink whiskey with your buddies. If you don't grab your Militao or your hang it, the other two, this one, you don't grab this one to go have cigars with, you grab that other one. Having brain fog this morning. I know the name of that knife 1,000 times out of 1,000 times you ask me. But these are two great gentlemen's knives too. Veritas. I don't know why. I was having trouble remembering the Veritas, but the Veritas is another one of those like gentlemanly knives that you take out for cigars and it's a great front flipper too. Whenever I do my Kaiser post every so now and then on Reddit and ask people what their favorite Kaisers are, these two are always in the top 5. The Milital and the Veritas. There's lots of great Kaisers, but those two are super cool. Can't wait to finish my sheath today. Get moving on to the next one. I am going to make another knife or two. Had enough fun with this one, and if I'm not having to wait so long between videos to get it finished, it'll be a lot funner, more fun, better, not better, but betterer. So I'm looking forward to that. I gotta get I tried to buy a Kaiser, the new original 2. I guess it is, last night. Have a good Saturday, TC. But the original is one of a lot of people's favorites too. You gotta have an original. I tried to buy 2 knives from a guy last night, but I kind of lowballed him because I really didn't want to spend any money. So that's my way of pretending I'm buying knives, but really I'm not. But he had an original 2 and something else that I offered a combo deal on. And we were way off on price. Oh yeah, the RMX. So y'all know I've been wanting to try out one of those Work Sharp RMX knives. Cheap night vision that actually works. Well, most of the cheap ones are just IR, infrared. They're not really night vision. And so they're only going to see where you can shine, but they do make cool IR spotlights. They're kind of pricey though for big ones, but it's pretty cool what you can do with one. I don't know. I haven't checked, like, I know that like the stuff we can get here, it used to be where you could buy, civilians could buy stuff here that other people's armies didn't even have, like Gen 3, I believe it was. Now who knows how far ahead they are. And of course, if we can buy it, they've had it for 25 years or longer. But I don't know of any real, let's see, best night vision, man, goggles, 2025. I think some, let's see. Pew Pew Tactical. I'm telling you, man, synchronicity is pretty wild. All right, civilian. Spotter. Yep. That is entry level binoculars. Wow. Yep. They're going to be pretty expensive. You can get the older models. eBay would probably be, you could probably find a set of used ones. Let's see. Let's see Gen 2. What in the world? Yeah, so this is not infrared illuminator. Eight times magnification. Boy, that's something. Oh, there's some even better ones. That reminds me of the old when you're a kid, and if you ever have bad eyes, they give you these. Well, if they put a red and a blue filter on your TV, if you ever have astigmatism. When I was a little kid, I had something set up one time, something about a red and blue. I can't remember what that was all about. Johnny Five. Yes, sir. Johnny Five's alive. Yeah. They make some clones of these. Does look like Johnny Five. But I don't remember what the red and blue thing was. Wow. Complete setup. That one said CE5. Close Encounter 5 protocols. With this. Well, alright guys. I think I'm going to get to working on my fixed blade sheath. Get all these holes put in here and do some sewing. I can't believe how tight it is. It'll only get tighter when I put threads in here. Guess we're going to start ending this day down though. I can't believe today is already episode 309. Yeah, like I said, William, you're only going to be able to see for as far as you can shine a IR light. So like you would, so if you go to Amazon, I mean, they are what they are, but the little lights that are on them, so you can buy these right here, Unique Fire. You can buy one of these to go with those cheap ones and be able to see pretty good out in your field. Um, but yeah, it'll just look like that. Like wherever you can see, whatever you point the light at, you'll be able to see. And it'll be pitch black. I mean, it'll be literally pitch black. So grab you one of these and one of those cheap ones, and you can have some fun at night, but not the same as Mr. was wanting to look up at the sky with. Anyway, guys, hope y'all have a great Saturday. Thanksgiving is coming up next week. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. Next week, there is no drop point next Friday because of Thanksgiving. Look up at the aliens, the sky. I will be doing a broadcast Thanksgiving morning because we're not eating until 5 or 6 at night, so will not affect my Thanksgiving. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Y'all get some new knives in, and somebody hop up on stream and show us some stuff. I'm still going to get Robin to pop up sometime and show us some knives. Michael, have a good day, sir. William, Audioitis, Mr. Be Shady, Cliff. Thank you, gentlemen. TC, hope you have a good day. Bill Doyle, Sever, appreciate y'all. Robin, already said that, I think. Gonzo. Anyway, guys, hope you have a good one.